recording. Bam. There we go. It's also not Final Fantasy IX, so I should change that. Man, I'm glad I'm getting better at noticing my own stuff. There we go. You probably hear that. That's a weed whacker. In case you didn't know what a weed whacker sounded like, that was a weed whacker. It's so weird because like my voice, sometimes this isn't so good at picking it up, but then like there'll be an outside noise and it's just like, hey, did you know that that's a noise? All right. Continue. Exactly. Hey, Ranson, how are you doing? Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. Let's see what this is about. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, God, it's tripping me out. Too much movement. What is this, Batman? I'm doing good today. I just recorded a long session of The Witcher, and I'm gonna upload that once I finish this. The Witcher's actually been a lot of fun. Whoa! What? What? There's a stabbing happening. Oh no! Broken something. Doll. Wait, that's a lady, I think. Who is that? Which Witcher did I witch? The first one. I'm working on that as a Let's Play solely for YouTube. I'm gonna do the first Witcher and the second Witcher, and then the third one I'm actually gonna play on stream for my Wednesday game later on. You've only played the first? I do really like so far I've liked the first one. The battle system is a little weird, but that's mostly because I suck at like gauging. Even though there's an indicator of when to, click, I tend to miss that a lot. But yes, Foreman, how are you doing today? Yeah, it's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. Phoenix, why are you not? You need money, bro. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Oh yeah, because it was like Christmas time and stuff happened. People like the first until they play the other two, then they hate the first because it's too old and slow paced. I mean, I don't mind it. Honestly, it's from like 2007 and it still holds up fairly well. Like, I don't mind. They probably just like The Witcher 3 because the combat's more like smooth, but for the time, like messing around with the inventory and stuff like that, I don't mind it at all. Yeah, it's a standard RPG, exactly. Like you get to explore the world and find a lot of ladies that look very similar but aren't, and a lot of dudes that look the same. Don't worry about that; they're different. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally! Who are you? Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow! Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are! The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey! I am not Mia Fey. Mia Fey is a lady. Yeah, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? Wow! I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yeah, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. Wow! I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I've only taken like 4 cases on. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time! But... this one's just the HD trilogy, which I guess, I think those were all just... I don't know if those were on the DS or on the Game Boy Advance. I honestly don't know. My friend has told me there's a couple of DS ones I need to try, so I might emulate those if I can figure out how to work that. But, yeah. Please, you have to help. It's my sister. Oh, whoa, it's just like her. Aw, now I'm all full of emotions. Maya, could it be? Fine. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Yeah. What do you want? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just, you seem kind of, jumpy, or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. She's super young. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to the forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. Well, I figured whenever there was a point where you have to investigate, you probably use the touchscreen for that, so. And maybe to, like, choose your, evidence and stuff like that. Which would make sense. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow. My sister didn't do it! She wouldn't stab someone with a knife! She wouldn't! So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it! I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact, but if they saw her do it, and there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah, sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's aim will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Well, first let's ask her relation. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Oh, the music went away. That's not good. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, time to go to the detention center. February 22nd, detention center. Visitor's room. Oh, I was like, what? Wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year? Oh no. Oh no, she's one of those. She's one of those. Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? What are you, a general in some fucking army? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow, and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey! How do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. What? She's a prosecutor? You're a prosecutor? Is that? She looks like she's in some kind of fucking, like, military sect. Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like... Well, except, Lana's a lot meaner than Mia, so I don't know how to compare her. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Okay, the case. There's something you should know from the start. Which is? The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Well, wait, but the suspect... The suspect is... Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. Yeah, who's the victim? So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh! What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean? Well, it means, the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So, you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities, in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana, what happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident, when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. Wow, nice. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? 3 years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Though it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Whoa, what? Hey, excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was at the top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh, okay. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana? Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. Oh! I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know! So, how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana! Oh no! The truth come out! Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest? I leave to you. What the fuck does that mean? You mean, yeah, you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. Hell yeah! It's time to fucking be the very best. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she, well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Okay, to the underground parking lot. Oh, this place looks fun. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. So this is the lot where it all happened? Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Gumshoe? Hey, everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are gonna be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello, screaming it. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. Trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there, expect to go unnoticed here, partner. It's fucking Gumshoe! Partner? No, it's not Gumshoe! Who the fuck is this Wild West motherfucker? He's even got his own theme music? What? What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall? What? Ah, whoa, sir! Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me, yeah. Okay, bro. Looky here, Bambina, I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? What? Nobody talks like that. Like, literally nobody. This is our claim, our territory, with motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. Please don't make finger guns at me. You know what dreams in the cacti out in the desert. What? 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 You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream. You want to? What's this guy talking about? I don't know, Phoenix. What is he drinking? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. You didn't tell me the what? The fuck? Emma, is there scientific explanation for that bullshit? Was that, hombre, friend of yours? Wow, great, Phoenix. Great job. Kinda, sorta, yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Well, time to look at things, like this ladder. Aha, a ladder! That's a step ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Look, a door! This must mean something. It's a fucking door. Is she gonna do this with everything? I'm not sure that doors mean anything. They're doors. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I failed to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? She doesn't sound very scientific. But this, a wallet? Huh, what's this? A wallet? That's exactly what I said. Excuse me, officer. But wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. That's illegal. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Exactly. What the? Well, I guess I got a wallet. Wallet hastily stuffed into pocket. This seems bad. I'm called to duty already at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. Okay. Why do I need a tutorial to look at a fucking wallet? What is this? This is different. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. Sounds, what's that? Zoom in. Oh look, I think there might be a clue here. It's the latch. You should check it out with the press of the A button. Would that I could, yeah, oh. That, whoa. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I'm pretty sure we just stole this dead man's wallet. I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Like, seriously, this is just normal investigation. An investigator's ID card found at prosecutor's office crime scene. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. Oh boy, I guess I gotta be on my toes from now on. What is this machine? No clues here. Oh. The shutter? This is where the cars leave the lot. There on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both, kind of dual purpose. Aha, the theory of relativity. I don't think that's how that works. I gotta write this down. Oh, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German? Or was he British? That's not how that works at all! Mr. Relativity, are you sure that was his name? I don't know. I don't know about this girl. Hey, look, a phone. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she talking about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. Oh man. What? I'm not suspicious. You are incredibly suspicious. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay, that. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade, hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. I think I've looked at everything I can look at. Oh wait, no. That says security, I bet. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? What is wrong with this girl? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. It's not a fuck. I hate to break to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Ooh, boy, this is gonna be rough. Can I look at the vents? No. I looked at that, I looked at that. I can't, what's that? Can't look at that. I think we've looked at everything we can look at. Oh wait, slide. Oh, that's probably the car where the deadman was. What's that? Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. It looks like a cell phone. Oh, well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. Can you please stop that? The sheriff! Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Gah! Scary! Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. That doesn't make any sense. Stop fucking talking like that. Just tell me shit. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? Wait for that matter. Hey, just a second. Somebody just like fucking knocked on my window. So, we're gonna switch over to the Be Right Back screen. Because I gotta figure out what the hell is going on. Ugh. Yeah, sorry. Man, we've only been recording for 30 minutes and I already had to take a quick break. Yeah, I had to move my car because, you know, most driveways have like that little, like, gap in them, or a couple of gaps in them, and usually the grass grows there. Yeah, they needed to get in there. Hey, Jinkies, how you doing? Also, thank you, everybody, for for being patient. How are you doing today? All right. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? I might have already said that. Just chilling? Nice. Same. There's guys like mowing our front lawn, so I had to move my car really quick. Yeah. Yeah. So if you hear a weed whacker, like I hear right now, don't worry about it. It's normal. Note to self, look up Vittle Saloon Cerveza. You don't need to know any of those words, Emma. Maybe we should check out room 1202. The High Prosecutor's Office. Dun dun dun! Hey, Case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. I don't know what kind of fucking drawl I was going for there. It was terrible, though. Sorry. I'm not very good. I live in Texas, but I do not have a southern drawl unless I'm, like, drunk. Great. Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me. Are you two all set? Who the fuck? Us? Who's talking? Who are you? Who is this lady? This lady is suspicious. Why you got rice balls on your hat? What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. What the fuck? Titty window. Whoa! That looks pretty good. Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. That actually looks really fucking good. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. It's like, here you go. Now where's the money? Yeah. This area is off limits to anyone without a clearance. Especially passerby. Or are you officers? Why are you here then? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. What? Cough up? Huh? What? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. Oh, maybe that's it, because she's like shoving her food at us. She's like one of those people that like washes your windshield at like intersections and then is like, tip, and I was like, I didn't ask for that. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. She's the witness. Secrets? Dear me, you're a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? She's the murderer! With her fucking sausage octopus necklace. Yeah, exactly. The witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. So, are you a stripper or a bento box salesman, or both? Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yikes, she means it. Come on, Phoenix. You're acting like the judge with fucking Von Karma. Okay, the case. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? That doesn't sound very scientific. Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutor's convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Oh. Yeah, the way these do, yeah. Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Yeah, they do that a lot. Ew! The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still ring in my ears. Can you fucking just say you stabbed him? And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. She only stabbed once. Wait, you know Lana Skye? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. I don't want any more. Oh, how many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey? I wonder. You know, people who talk like this normally would not be allowed anywhere near a courtroom because they're fucking crazy. She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? I feel like she's the murderer. Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. Aren't we in the Far East? Or is Phoenix Wright not set in Japan? Probably not, no. Well, I thought it would be. I don't know. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather important to them? No. Alright, that would make the lunches important. Wow. Did you say something? No! Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches in. Since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. Hey, what's going on, Zach Wild? So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past, or if she just had bad chowder. That'd be a sure case of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough up queen. Thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Okay, well, I can't do that. What do I have to present? Oh. I thought I pressed the present button. Oh wait, X, duh. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash and no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Yeah, like, fuck you. Maybe I'll show my badge. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickles Supreme Lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. You're not helping. Box of pickles. Kinda sad lunch if you ask me. Well, I learned absolutely nothing from this lady except that she's crazy. Well, I guess we're going to the High Prosecutor's office. Oh, he likes the samurai, and isn't that Edgeworth's fucking, what? What is going on? There's an awful lot happening in this room. February 22nd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Wow, fuck you. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. It's broken, though. Trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Hi, Daz, welcome. You're on mobile. How goes the work stuff? Are you working on work stuff or weekend relaxy stuff? It's Saturday. But yeah, I already like met Mr. Wild West in Crazy Lunch Lady. Thank you so much for the 6-month resub, Daz. You're awesome. Oh. Yeah, these people are nuts. She's nuts. I don't think she actually knows how to science.
Here is a sub.
But she says she knows science. Ah, yeah. Whoever's office this is, they must be real stuck-up jerk. It's your sister's office. This is the chief prosecutor's office. Why? You're not working since the weekend? You're gonna play Persona? Okay, I'm just making sure. I was like, because I know you talked about Persona 5s. Phoenix right. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice! It's Edgeworth. Wait, is this his office? I thought the chief prosecutor was the chick I was just talking to. But that is his, okay. I was like, that's his fucking outfit. Just slightly bluer. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth? You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. Oh. My sister introduced us once and... Right, your sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No! It was just Mr. Right here. He, Hey, don't blame me, I didn't say shit! We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. Oh no, don't tell me that's his car. That would be my car. What of it? No! God, Edgeworth, why? What is going on? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. So the body was found in your car? Ah, go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all the trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait, so you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, huh? Yes, sir, Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember, you've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me too, to think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. Wait, what? I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Skye, yes, we worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? Man, this is just fucking, oh God. To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. The murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. Traces of the victim's blood. No prints. Edgeworth, come on. She also used my gun and other things. Yeah, why? Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Fuck you, Emma! Ugh. But I don't know. I mean, I have, like, various knives, but I usually keep them on my, like, in my room. I don't really have, like, stuff like that in my car. I have tools in my car, but not just knives. Okay. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright! Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, yeah, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. Okay, I guess I can't show him. I'm gonna look at your thing. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? You gonna make lemon bars? I should, you know what? I have mix to make lemon bars, but I should also just get like lemon and stuff for lemon bars. That's, I want to see what they look like when they're done, Des. Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors? Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Given to Edgeworth, King of Prosecutors at the police department on the day of the murder. Check. Whoa, it's all through. Look at it, it's got a fist. What's that? Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate on here. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. It's Von Karma. Von Karma! I knew it! That fucking piece of shit. You made a cake and brownies? Awesome! I know, that's the thing that sucks. I know I wished him a happy birthday and all that. I hope he had a good day. So how much she cares about the trophy? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. Actually, no, he's a fucking dick. I'd like to meet this Mr. Mon Karma sometime. She says that his name does kind of have a ring to it, but he's a big old turd. Can I look at the fact that it's broken? Unless that's just like a part of the design. There's the big old K. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can look at on it. You had a great dad. That's good to hear. Zoom. Okay, nothing else. Just back. Oh wait, I can check everything. Let's look at this. Oh, am I supposed to look at the information? The name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 584-2189. Wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly! They're the reason we have written language in the first place! Aw, true. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID, Yabba Dab. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabba Dab? Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point! Haha! It doesn't take much to amuse her. Cool. Well, that's it for this. Wait, can I examine my attorney's badge? Yeah! Oh look, it's my number. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. Well, I don't want to go to jail. Look at it, it's so fancy. Anyway, well, I've had fun looking at things. Oh wait, let's check the weapon. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. No fingerprints. Okay. Up. So now we've looked at all that. Let's look at it again. So that's the King of Prosecutors show. Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please stop saying that. Still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken off? Maybe he can talk to me about that. No, he won't. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. What? No! Don't. He'll sue you. Edgeworth wouldn't. I don't think he would either. Like, he was only out on the boat to, I don't know. But he almost didn't survive that. What's this? Hey, a chessboard! Is that chess? I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn! His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pond with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Gumshoe. Jesus. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Look at tea. Oh, cute! What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing! The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such thing as taking a hobby too far. Whoa! What a view! Must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until the impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. My, what an amazing bouquet! Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, just look at everything in his office, it's fine. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I heard that name somewhere before. Wendy Oldbags. And beside it, a giant steel samurai! Wow, I want one! Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Edgeworth's fiancée? No. No! I don't think so. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual one. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. Never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. And then he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases on his cheeks from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? Apparently a lot of things are cool. Yeah, I think I've looked at, everything. Oh shit. Yeah, apparently. Here, look at it again. I wonder if I can glean anything. Well, no, I'm not gonna glean anything from the cracks. Let's move to the... No, not to there again. Well, I guess we're going to the parking lot. Bye, Edgeworth! Sent her with a knife. Could you take a look at this? You? Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. Emma, stop eating and drinking everything she gives you. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Could you take a look at this? You. Yes? Oh, she's just gonna say that again. Yeah, pre-infused the... Wait. Can I not move to the right side of the lot anymore because of fucking jerkface McGee? I can't! What the... Okay, fine. Let's go back to the detention center. Never mind. Let's go back to my office. What? But I can't, like, I can't. But I need to get to the security office, I'm pretty sure. How the fuck do I get... Go back. Edgeworth! I already looked at everything in your stupid room. Wait, maybe I present her with the thing. I don't know. There's not really a lot of options at this point. Present! Hey, see this? Ah, I've noticed that defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things. What is this, a behavioral study of lawyers? Here, okay. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? No, it won't let me go to the side anymore. I guess because Jerkface over there said I couldn't go. Mr. Wild West. And I can't present anything to her. I'm pretty sure I need to get to the security room, and she mentioned it, so I thought that I'd be able to go there. But you know what? Oh, hi, prosecutor. Okay. I thought it was the chief prosecutor's office at first. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I already looked at everything, too. Get the idea. I looked at my badge. I already looked at the bottom. I don't see any, like, tidbits of anything sticking out. He was like, why is it broken? But we can't ask him anything. Nothing else to talk about. I can't present. Well, maybe if I present it again, I can ask him why it's broken. So basically, it says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Okay, I swear I already showed it to him once, or maybe I just examined it. I don't fucking know. Police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Wow! I don't know. Could you tell me more about yesterday? The day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Edgeworth's parking stub added to the court record. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. Murder took place at around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Who the fuck is this? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edward's lid blow. Mr. Edward's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, I'm just following orders, sir. He told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Everybody in this DLC is fucking crazy. Right, Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. God damn, these people are fucking brutal, but at the same time, I don't know. Damn. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy, looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Wow. Right. Yes, sir. Guy caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down, at least. Bye, Edgeworth. Okay, I guess we're going to the police department. Hey! There was like a plushie or something of that weird fucking jester policeman thing. Police department entrance, yeah. It's kind of beat up. Whew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi. The traffic wasn't even that bad. Police department, huh? I've only ever been to the criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Disturbing! Why does it undulate like that? Yeah, that is fucking disturbing. What is this thing? Why does it have a flag and a baton? Oh wait, I know, this is the blue badger. It's a badger? They're trying to make him the police mascot. I don't like it. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about this place, or about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger? Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. It's Gumshoe! Scary Saturday's made a comeback apparently as Blue Ham Ham. Wait, what is Blue Ham Ham? What does that mean, Panda? Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance for information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Oh. Yes, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh, me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister. Please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
What? Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time?
What do you mean this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
That's true, we never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. Lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
Patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal! I got an award for diligence myself.
Aw. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Hey, Dixies.
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgot.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award, even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. People like you that give me so much trouble all the time.
Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs?
Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim.
That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? So this ID card belonged to the victim.
He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence for transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. See the Square Enix deal? No, I have no idea what that is. Yeah, he's killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot.
And Len is confessing as much. Oh, really? Like, where is that on Steam or something, or is it their own thing? Present.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Oh, wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
Car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? I have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
He's in a tough spot again.
Again? It's the lunch lady. I feel like it's the lunch lady. Because she goes to visit her boyfriend in the security office, so that means that she knows the exact layout of that place, and she frequents there a lot. That place a lot, so you know.
Well, I'll start it with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there are always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us.
Let's look at it again. I was wondering about that.
What, the Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece.
You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
Chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die.
Poor Blue Badger. Fated to dance until he drops. Blue Badger Panel, a work of art designed by the Chief of Detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. 3DS Ace Attorney titles. 3DS shop is shutting down in June. So you might have to emulate them, especially if you don't have it. Yeah. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. It's shutting down, though? That makes me really sad. Like, shit, I know that, I think the Wii U shop is still open, but I guess they're going to just shut down all handheld stuff and go completely with the Switch. Damn. I mean, yeah. Wii U and 3D. Oh, they're both shutting down? Okay, yeah. So they're moving on. Well, I really hope that they port a lot more stuff. I mean, obviously, it's hard for them to port DS games on the Switch since it only has one screen. But, you know. But yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Or see if I can figure out this streaming method for the 3DS that I've heard about. Honestly, Phoenix, after the new 3DS and new 2DS, I think that the DS era is pretty much coming to an end. I believe that they're just going to focus on the Switch. Easily put all Ace Attorney games to Professor Layton, but you feel they want for some reason. Yeah, well, I don't like this is. I think this sold really well, the HD version, and I mean it's available on consoles and all that because like if they could port these into like this, then they could have all the rest of them as a collection as well. I don't know. I like Capcom. They pushed a lot of Mega Man stuff, but I don't even know. Well, I guess that probably sold all right.
And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? I met the guy who is... What's his name? The guy in the parking lot?
That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police.
Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA.
That's stupid. That doesn't mean that you're from the West. For a moment there, I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show him this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Letter of introduction. Received from Detective Gumshoe. Allows bearer to investigate the crime scene. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal.
I was wondering about that. Oh. Wait, I can keep looking at it. Forever. We can look at it forever, guys. Aren't you so happy? Isn't this what you wanted? Is this what you came here for? I'm sad that I can't make the box go away. Yeah, nice work. Oh no, I fucked up. It just dances forever. Okay. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car, and it came to me. We'd just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Oh, wait, what's that? The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. We just talked about how they were talking about a joke. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. Let's look at the board. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board there. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. All right, I think we're ready to not be here anymore. Time to move back to the underground parking lot. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. Have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams. Then, what? I see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. It's security, bro. Never mind. Oh, still here? Hello? Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. That doesn't make... Oh, okay, I guess makes sense. Jake Marshall, a dumbass. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Strange guy to even put in charge of anything. That's all I can do is check. Okay, I can't spin him around, sadly. Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Looks like something about 20 bucks. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. That's ass. I think a couple zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right, at least in that detective's case. Aw, that's so mean. Annual bonus? Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Oh, poor Gumshoe. There's something I want to ask you. The scene of the crime, the cold grave for men who lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime, a cold grave and me. Okay, so he keeps saying the same thing. So I have to show him the thing. Present that. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cowdog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. What? Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. No, they are not. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. Nice. The victim. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Well, there's like so many stereotypes. Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The Smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. I thought it said the stomach. I thought somebody said the stomach. This here's the autopsy report. Death due to loss of blood, one knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with Chief Prospector. Or Prosecutor. Did he say Prospector or Prosecutor? I think he might have said Prosecutor and I said Prospector because he's fucking leeching his Western ways into me. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot? So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shooting at high noon. Or shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? They shoot you in that. They shoot you for that in Texas. They do not. This man is lying. Huh? I was one of them fancy-shoed detectives till 2 years ago, tell the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? Marshall rocks? Marshall is painting a very bad picture. I have not shot anybody who slighted me. So why are you in charge? No reason, we're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. Well, that's the whole thing, is he doesn't seem like he's very keen on that. It's odd though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cowdog who can't find his tail. Wow, rude. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cowdog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet. Wow! Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. No, it's not! Remind me never to visit Texas. I'm gonna go over here and look at the card. Yeah, leave Gumshoe alone. Gumshoe's awesome. B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoony cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Wait. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Nice. What's this? It looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 675 12 2. You're right. Let's see. 67S 12 2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self. For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. Fuck you, Emma! Sure, Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's note added to the court record. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. What a luxury car! It just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Okay, incorrectly too. Well, you know, that's the funny thing, is that's probably how a lot of foreigners view Texas, because of the fact that Texans pride themselves on a lot of kind of dumb things, and then it gets misconstrued. A lot of people seem to think that Texas is literally the Wild West. It is not. Like, there are boonies, there are scary fucking people out there who don't know shit, because Texas is a very, very large state, and there are plenty of places that are literally just way the fuck out there. But, I mean, we're about the same as any other place, just we're south and very large. It's not, yeah, no, it's not. I will not lie, I do own guns myself and I live in Texas, but I don't have a drawl, I don't really drink that much, I don't really give a shit about football. That's like one of the big things. People are like, Texans, all Texans love football. It's all about those Dallas Cowboys. I don't know. No. I'm probably like one of the least Texans here. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to the B block. Or relegated to the B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block and buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. What? I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Wow. Rude. Although it is true, it is very true that open carry is a thing in Texas. You could walk around with a fucking spear or a sword. Like, that is no joke. It's weird. I have never attempted that because I don't feel like being targeted for just carrying random weaponry. Kind of makes you look weird. Yeah, well, also, Panda, that's the funny thing. I was born in Panama. I am also half Mexican. Do I look like a Mexican at all? No, I just look like some white guy with a lot of facial hair. How you're the least Filipino? I don't know. I've seen pictures. You look, I mean, I don't know how far the Filipino spectrum goes, but, you know, I mean. Google, stop! Google thought I said something. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. This looks like a cell phone, right? Because it is a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. Or the stereotypes that you only watch Chuck Norris as a kid. Nice. Chuck Norris is his own stereotype, I think, though. But yeah, no, I mean, Texas people are just, I don't know. There's some people who like pride themselves a lot more on it, and like, there's other people that have like heavy accents. But honestly, most people I know in Texas don't have heavy like Southern drawls. That's mostly like, fucking like Tennessee and Kentucky and stuff like that. It's weird because even though Texas is technically the southernmost state, it's not considered the Deep South. The Deep South is more like east-ish? I don't know, it's north of us. It's very strange. Phoenix, I don't follow your culture. Oh, your traditions. Okay, I thought you meant just like from like looks. That's okay. Wait, Panda, you mean you don't eat the that thing that's literally like a I think it's like a duck embryo or something? Or it's like there's like something where it's literally just like an egg with a mostly formed like duckling in it and they eat it. I can't remember what it's called. My friend Laura told me once and then I was just like, I don't know if I like that. Texas is its own thing, yeah, it's true. But I mean, honestly, that's one of the things. The United States is, you know, comprised of like the 50 different states, but for the most part, we're fairly like Hawaii probably has like the biggest just cultural difference because there's a lot of Japanese people over there and Hawaiian people and all that. Like, but mainland United States, it's mostly just differences in like how we say like soda or pop and stuff like that. But like, there's not like a lot of like cultural differences, I guess. People ate chicken embryos in South Russian villages just 20 years ago. Oh. Your parents might eat it. They eat all sorts of weird eggs. Aw. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to, unless it was the chief prosecutors. What's so scientific about that? Can we check it out? Check it out. Right, let's check it out. Can I do this part? I want to check it out on my own. It's got a strap. That's cool. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. I see the series is popular as ever with the kids. Yeah, HD Mobile. Hey, look at it. Nokia. Can we open? Open? Oh! What's this? Dun dun dun! Look at that. Look at the size of that screen. The cell phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. It's like your old flip phone. I used to, my very first phone was like a Nokia flip phone. And then I got an LG Chocolate, which is like an MP3 player slider phone thing. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. What the fuck does that mean? I'm only like 7 years older than you. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Or 8, I don't know. Guess we should touch the button. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first. He just pushes the button. Beep. It's the Steel Samurai music. Why is it playing this end, though? Okay, this is all we're gonna do for like hours, just listen to this. Okay. Hey, that song! I know that! Hey, what's going on over there? Nothing. Oh, so sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Oh, well, yeah. Is its own thing, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. one of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that, oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone.
What?
Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. Phoenix, I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. I mean, not anymore. No, I haven't cited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. I think I've already looked at everything I look at. Me lying? No, wait, partner. No. I wouldn't lie. Like a lawyer? So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. Character just disappeared. Well, he's only here for this case, and then we'll be on the next game, and there'll be even more crazy characters. I feel like it only gets crazier from here, to be honest. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. So he did say prospector instead of prosecutor. Okay. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall! Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Oh no! Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? Oh, no, secret romance. I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill wind, someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Well, forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. Haha, tell that to Von fucking Karma. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? If it's Von Karma, he's gone. Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Wait, what? Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. You know, if you load a gun with deals, you're not gonna be able to shoot anything, because deals don't have the correct primer and gunpowder to fire, so it would be useless. Just so you know. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? They target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours! Take that! At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Oh, we're making traction. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued. like right now, because we're still playing the game. Save your progress? Hell yeah! Oh, we're already going to trial. I feel like this is gonna be not good. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis! Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. There's also one decisive difference between you and her. And that is? You're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Plus Mia's best girl. I'm sorry, you're not best girl. Yeah. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. No! Mia, please! I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Dun dun dun. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. I don't know if that's gonna help me at all, actually. Oh wait, I'm not alone. We're dead. It's over. Hey, look, Edgeworth. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. The cough-up queen? Hey. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. I don't think you're supposed to have food there. Ah, and for you, I have the Fiesta Bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? Oh, and you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? You know, that seems like something that Edgeworth would eat, something super simple. It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts! I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What? What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? I don't even want to fucking know. Name. Profession. Now. Where to see fingerprints I got. Me, the name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait! I'm not finished eating! Hurry it up!
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth.
As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. Wait, what? She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective? Ah-ha! I know who you are. Cough up?
Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. So she probably got, like, verdicts out of people.
But very well. You may continue the description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady?
If I might have the court's attention over here. Oh. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. The A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's space, yes? The crime took place by a car in the A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who is this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Parking lot with Edgeworth's car. Parking lot floor plans added to court record. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, I can't agree on the principle, Your Honor.
Seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. No! What?
Wait, are they talking about me? Rude! Fucking this judge, man.
Okay. Witness's account.
Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Wait, what? What are you wait, what happened? What happened, Panda? What are you talking about? Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching! Fuck you! Oh, you mean Phoenix. Right. I thought you meant like, I'm sorry, I thought you meant your Phoenix. I'm like, what? Wait, what? What happened? Phoenix, okay. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife with which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Witness's account. Somehow, how? Hold it! How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted.
Edgeworth, given that they're used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Edgeworth, Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well, you may continue, Miss Starr. Hold it! This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. Wait, what? That boyfriend? You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. My God. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. Oh God. It's one of the very few times he's ever thought during a case. The security guard room is in the lot, in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in the B block. So she was in the B block when she witnessed the crime. She'd be on the yeah. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. This is a lot of like fucking bullshit. You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. What? I have no idea what that means. I don't either. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. What is this lady saying? A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy, with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. Any case, there in the lot I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the wire fence I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Hold it! By garish car you mean... Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. She's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you're a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. Oh. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That's not inspiring. She just threatened me. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph! You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snapped. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. That sounds highly fucking illegal. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness! Why am I only just seeing this photograph just now? Also, hi Cecil. You think I'd show it to you? A prosecutor? Think again. Wow, she is super biased. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly a defendant. The moment of the crime is photographed by Angel Star. Oh, that is unmistakably Lana Sky. Lemon bars are complete! Yay! So, what was the defendant doing at the time? The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Hold it! Hold it! How do you know it was her right hand? Oh wait, tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It's your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg from my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Hold it! Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife and strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. White. We can make it. Said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. God, thanks. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Well, let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. Somehow, I always... Okay. Telephone security in the car, blah, 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 blah. She was over there, yeah. Hey, there's more evidence. But there's no knife in that picture. Well, I guess that would... And I don't even see a body. You can totally see multiplayer. Coffee and lemon bars don't really go together. Maybe you should make a cup of your... Oh yeah, tea would go with that really good. Honestly, coffee seems to work a lot better with like cookies or chocolate confections, Des. Like, more like really fruity stuff doesn't sit well with coffee, I think just because of like the bitterness doesn't, I don't know. There's just something about it that doesn't go really good with like fruit flavors. That could be an idea. That reminds me, I still have a whole bunch of like citron like jelly tea mix and stuff that I should make. I should drink that stuff like before and during stream since I talk so much. Yeah, but there's no knife here. She's just wearing a bloody coat. And then there's a memo. There's a knife. No traces of victim blood. No prints. We'd have to figure out where the hell that lab coat is. Wait. Lab coat. Why does she have a lab coat? Is that her? Did she? Yeah. That's the thing. I thought they said something about him being stabbed in the stomach. What do you do when you get it and you're like, oh yeah, elementary one. Exactly. Yeah, first time, cause it has loss of blood from chest wound. Okay, I thought they said something about his abdomen. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. Cause of death, loss of blood from chest. Yeah, okay. But she didn't have a knife in her hand in the picture. Let me try this. Objection! Haha, the music stopped! I'm so smart! And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife? As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunchbox. Did they say salmon or salmon? It's salmon. I'm sorry. Fucked up. I'm sure that's a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection? That's the weakest objection ever. Why did my cool music stop? What the fuck? Actually, I want to make more like loaf bread, like or like dessert loaf breads. I have a whole book about breads. Bread is delicious, and it's very satisfying when you make a good bread. Okay, objection. Yeah! I just said that! High five, Phoenix! Me and you are on the same page. Objection, right? Yeah, that had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. Wow, Edgeworth, do you really have to be such a fucking asshole? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Objection! And how can you tell that? Blood splatter? Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood, or could be coffee. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you gonna just sit there and take that kind of abuse? No, but first I'm gonna save my game. Ah, you got a better idea? No. Objection! Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Fuck you. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. No, fuck this lady. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Objection! Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Doesn't she always wear gloves? I don't know. Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? Actually, they don't look like thin rubber at all. Oh, maybe they are. If it was not premeditated, then she would not be wearing those gloves. Maybe she just delivered a baby. I don't know. Fuck, man. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Oh, yeah, you sure would say that, fucking judge. You don't know nothing. A premeditated murder. A serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. Yeah, exactly. She's also a janitor, yeah. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Hold it! What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? Objection! The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, of the kind used for autopsies. Well, maybe she was in a fucking autopsy. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. It's fucking amazing. This is, Des recommended the trilogy to me like a while back and I got it, and she says this is like the best case. Chaos comes over and we have a massive cooking stream for like 5-course meal. Dez! Okay, that'll have to happen right after the macaroni and clay art. We're just gonna do a whole bunch of different themes of streams. I'm okay with this. Yeah. She came to do murder! It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. You already said that. Ah, this sucks. I hate you. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star. Fuck you in particular. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. She can prove this claim. The trial's already over. Gotta think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. Stop saying that. God. Stop saying that too. No, for some reason, yeah. God. That is through the wire fence. But no, Des, I'd be down with that. Lemon bars. Wait. Oh, I thought you posted them. I was like, are they in food? Love food. A good story. Yeah, but I'm so fucking confused now. Yeah, he's standing next to a garage car. Well, he said she's standing next to the car. But she's behind the car! Well, I guess she'd probably be like, well, that's the same thing. Oh! Maria. This guy. Truck. Death due to loss of blood. Work of art. It was the fucking blue badger! Look, it's got a handprint on it. Actually, let's look at it. That's not helping at all, but look at it. The blue badger's the murderer. Oh wait, Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. Murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. Only he was held up at a couple extra red lights. He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. Just goes to show you never know what'll happen if you run a yellow light. Blue badger good. Because I already pressed her about everything. And she, you know, that's the thing, she doesn't say anything about a time. Wait, if she was on her way to deliver a lunchbox, would that be at noon? S12-2. I don't fucking know what that means. Well, I guess you can have a lunchbox at any time. Oh, God! Wait. Let me look at the car again. Oh, no, I think that's definitely his car. to beat you that. No, I don't want it. I don't want that. Okay, sure. I will take one hint. Oh, crap! Well, whatever. McGarrett's car, you mean? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth's car. Then there's the knife. Indeed, it was his knife. Fuck. Wait, Oh shit! I fucking know! I didn't want to press X! Conscious, I'm sorry! I didn't mean to press X! Oh, there goes some of my health. Fuck. No files. Oh. All I can do is check that because that was in that's in the A lot. It's supposed to be. Wait, okay, no, that A was. A lot. So the A, because the A is right there. Ah! And the chest. Oh my god! Wow, it's literally just 5 sentences and fucking shit. And I know, okay, so does not compute. Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck? Yeah, because your boyfriend was in the photos and shit. What did she say about this again? How'd you know? Oh, yeah, she's talking shit on prosecutors. She was laid off, but I can't like press that anymore. Everything has to do with like 2 years ago. 67S12-2. Like I don't. What does that even fucking mean? That's all. There's nothing on the back of the fucking memo. Cell phone. Parking lot floor plan. Oh god, I hate this so much. What the fuck, bitch? Yeah, well, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and we already. She's. Oh no, it happened before. What the fuck? Like seriously? 4 and 5. Yeah, how's it is? Lots of us from chat. Yeah, wound was caused in a single stab wound. Like, was it still in his chest? Like, that's what I hate. There's like so much fucking shit that's not told to us either. And now she's giving us new fucking evidence. It's not like there's any way to see like any. Well, there was a drum. One of those drums was there. There's the drum missing. But other than that doesn't make any sense. Oh. Yeah, but there's so many like time-based things, but there's no fucking times. What? On this statement? But what? Objection! Wait, what? Witness, do you know what the... But how... Okay, I guess we'll read and see, because I don't fucking... Because there's no prints on it. So she's wearing the gloves. So yeah, that makes sense. The blood... Like, is it her blood on there? I know apparently her hand is hurt from something. But I'm not. I'm drawing a blank, Des. Witness, do you know what this is? You're trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Remember them boasting 5,000 hours is just a... Wait, what? Well, I remember them saying, like, a whole bunch of fucking nonsense. Indeed, it is my knife. What's in this case? The bloody murder weapon, red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. Defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Oh man, prosecutors bad people! The defense has a request. It's some roundabout thinking. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. She used this knife as... She didn't bring... Oh! My God. Because it was already there. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't think that... Oh. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Oh, she sweats! She's sweating. Oh. Oh, you know, my God, that is so roundabout. Like, I honestly would not have figured that out on my own because I wouldn't have thought of that. But I guess it makes sense. Maybe I'm not cut out for law. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to plan a murder. You don't forget the weapon. Yeah, drop your stupid lunches. You jerk. Order, order, order. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Hey, chill, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. No, it's not. Oh, come on, fucking Edgeworth. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. Oh, you need to work on your fucking comebacks. Well, what? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. But the prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned! If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us not only what you saw, or please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Shut up. Really now. That's great. Angel's deduction. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. That sounds like a whole bunch of fucking conjecture again. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Okay, come on. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. Does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? What kind of fucking shit is this girl on? In any case, the defendant may now cross-examine the witness. I already know. Like, come on. Oops. I went too far. I wonder this candle. Stop talking about candles and wax! Fucking! This is important. Fuck is wrong with you? Even I know that that's wrong. And I was very stumped a minute ago. You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. Ew, gross. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha! You're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, I'm the one who... That was me! What a hunk, he's my hero, really? Shut up, Emma! What about me? I'm the fucking one who did the shit. Damn it. Well, witness? You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. And then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. How many... Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. What? That's all I get? Her red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. Wow, you crazy. He's right. Wait, is it red? It is red. Miss Skye was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. Well, you know, considering how few brain cells you have, I would not object to people thinking that you were an infant, sir. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Fucking right, Phoenix. Oh, yes. Well, because, you know, I gotta keep the stream from making too much of a mess. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance! Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Yeah, that's what I noticed. I think that's probably what it is. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the shut. Stop talking about fucking candles! Everybody stop! How many times am I gonna show you the same picture? Her neck is bare, you stupid lady! Oh! Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Oh, fuck! You have to go. Have a good one! Fryman, thank you so much for hanging out. And for the hint, even though I totally fucking, I'm not a detective or a lawyer, but thank you for hanging out. It was good meeting you. I hope you have a fantastic day. Yeah. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Fuck, Edgeworth, you dig it into your own witness like somebody mean. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Holy fuck! Harsh words, but good. Wow, Judge. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. I showed the fucking. I'm the defense. But it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red. Really? Well, now where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. Can we take a recess? I need to throw up because I hate this so much. This lady. You saw a crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. That's not a good thing for a witness to say. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. The real Rick is. Thank you so much for the follow. Apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. But you were on the other side of a fucking gate. What? You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. Those are both snakes. That's me, Angel Star. Those are both snakes. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. That's exactly what I was thinking, Phoenix. Thank you. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake. Everybody is weak against poisonous snake bites, Emma. Your science is terrible, and I hate it. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. Anyway, hi, you love this game, let's see how you ended up here. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Right now I'm only playing this game on Saturdays. I do a variety of different things, but I have been really fucking loving this game. Even if sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing and I get stumped. But the characters are definitely very crazy, especially this lady. Well, everybody in this case is pretty crazy, except for me, I hope. She knocked my hands aside, kicked me over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Wow. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. I don't like this. Apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. Hold it! So, where is this partition on the floor plan? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There's a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? caught her and explained her. Okay, hold it. How? You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details? Press her, because fuck, there was a gate between you. I'd like to see on the floor plans. This on the plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in the B block. Yeah, exactly. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes? Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. What? Doesn't that thing reach to the fucking ceiling? Amazing, the cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete, indeed. Hi, Seer, how are you doing? Welcome in.
Sup, ho?
I've taken a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, the fence was about 9 feet high. Oh, it's a 9-foot high fence. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Why are we so fixated on the muffler? She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? Why am I playing with your kid? I'm sorry. Don't worry, he's solving cases with me. You're playing Assassin's Creed? Nice. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. I really need to play the Origins and Odyssey and stuff. What did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. This doesn't even pertain to the case at all. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory... It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right! Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order. And so she used her cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness! Good witnessing! Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. No, you can't fucking lie! The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 518. I saw it all. How she tried the phone on the wall but had to use her cell instead. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. What does that even mean? She made to escape? Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pate of foie gras. What the fuck is happening? What? She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum? There was an oil drum lying at its side at the scene of the crime. But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The parking lot entrance. That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Because the oil drums are on that side of the partition. Excellent, more mysteries. I wish I could solve a few more before finding more though. So this guy tried to run. I'm sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it, you have to believe me. Run behind a partition off to her side. Powder explained arrested her and arrested her on the spot. She mentioned the muffler, but had to use the cell instead. She prosecuted made escape, but against Angel Star. Why would she mention a muffler? Like... Because there was only one oil drum there in the first place, but there were two when I was at the crime scene. Ugh! I hate it because, like, all of her shit is so, I hate her. I hate her so much. Behind a partition off to her side. Why are we so fixated on this muffler? Is it some kind of evidence? Just a second. Sorry, I got mail. Oh boy. Okay. God damn it. I try to use other heavies. And there's like no evidence to say that she did or didn't use the phone on the wall. Made it escape, but against Angel Star, the resistance. I don't like this lady at all. Did she really try to? Maybe I should bring up the fact that this fence is fucking tall as shit, but how did it's like no fucking way. If you caught her, she probably just wasn't doing anything. Or running away. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Here's your damn Pixies. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like. Connor explained her rights to her and arrested her on the spot. She's so fixated on this fucking muffler, and I cannot fucking figure it out. Car. Yeah, I'm the red muffler with blood part. Well, in fact, because she's saying, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler, but, like, why is she so fixated on the fucking muffler in the phone? God, I'm gonna try presenting the cell phone. Because technically her sister would have heard it. Objection! Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow. It clearly contradicts the I thought, never mind. That's an objection overruled. Ah, fuck! Wait. Car muffler? But there's no, what? What? We pressed every statement here as far as I can go. Unless I have to press this again? She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? I remember exactly what, oh. That one word, so. Looking at her phone. Is that it? Oh, because technically she wouldn't have been able to get on the other side that quick? Oh! What? Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a very personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Wait! Oh, I know why, Des. Because the phone is on the ground next to the car. Not it wasn't on the ground by the other phone. What? God damn it. Yeah, like looking back, I'm like, okay, that makes sense now. But I was just like, how did we tie the phone to the floor plan and all that? Ah. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. Oh, that was oh! Oh. Okay, I didn't think of that possibility, but that makes sense, because I was like, viewpoint's gonna have something to do with that. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the back of the other side of the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. But, wow! Okay. Order! What is the meaning of this? It's exactly what I just fucking said, you stupid fucking judge. It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you'll allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. Can't afford to go wrong. The witness lied about... where she saw it, most likely, or the order of events. What she saw, where she saw it, the order of events. Oh! I think it's where she saw it. Because obviously she couldn't be from that side. Yeah. Probably a good idea. I'm gonna go with where she saw it. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Pointless to lie? I see! But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location? Now that's pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Wait, what? Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard up until now points in one direction.
The place where Miss Starr witnessed the crime was here. Probably there? Or here? I don't like that it doesn't light up. But she had to, well, she couldn't have seen it from there. But she also couldn't have seen, like there? No. No. Wait. Oh, she did say she was serving lunch. But then, how could she have gotten a picture of... Wait! She said that he worked in, like, photo stuff. Oh, is there... Is a camera there? Take that! Let's see. This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room? Indeed, the security room is the underground parking, and the parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in the A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room. Yes? Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. I don't like that at all. Today a man has gotten the better of Angel Starr. Order! Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. That sounds bad. Guilty? She's talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? Doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. Objection! It still stands? Ha! I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, what? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. It was you. No, Seer, no! Well, it's okay. I'll visit you in jail. I'll bring you, jail things. I don't know, cookies? Is that what you bring to people in jail? So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Fuck. Huh? But me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Okay. Miss Starr was witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from the B block. Must make a vital difference. But what? What would change? Distance crime? Difference in the lighting? I mean, obviously it would change the angle of view to the crime. And the distance to the crime. Let's save the game! I mean, we already know that, though. Why the angle at which she saw the crime occurred would change. Angle? What do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and, she would have had a more 3D view of the crime. And this is important, why? It's not. Fuck! Phoenix! You sounded so smart at first! Ah, fuck! Mr. Wright, let's... Well, yeah, but the fight... With the lighting...
distance to the crime? Wouldn't that, because you wouldn't have to climb the fence. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
Objection!
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness? You. Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? Quality of my lunches have gone from low to inedible. What are you talking about? Squid is delicious. Fuck you, Phoenix. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. Shut up, Judge! That doesn't... What the fuck? He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Dear Chef, and before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Whoa! That's not quickly. He just mad she got a boyfriend, I know. That's why I had to go into the visitors parking in B block. That's quite a detour. That's not quickly at all. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. That's not quick at all. 5 minutes? Wow, this chick is just lying out the ass. This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Oh, what is... Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely! Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something! Have any evidence to stop this? I hate when they do this, because I'm like, I don't fucking know. Objection! 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea! I didn't kill anyone! Shut... Oh my god! But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run! But this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Man, this lady loves to fucking yell. Ah, well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her, professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright! That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Hold it! Why are you why? Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? Stop fucking trying to shove your stupid shit at us. That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, what was that? That sounds like a fucking, I don't know. Sounds like some bullshit. There we go. Sorry. What was that? Yeah, what was that? This is another one of her trick lunchboxes. My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Star. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple-decker! Are you fucking kidding me with this judge? Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. And this shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Wow, fuck you. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. Oh my god. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Oh, it seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Yeah, fuck her. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Edgeworth. I hate. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. God damn it, can you say something else? You can at least study some evidence law, really. Oh, the prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that guilty are properly judged. Victim's shoe added to the court record. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Yeah, it's friggin' shit. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime. Yeah, you fucking shoulda. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compare that to a 5-minute blank means nothing. It totally does. And why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This is when the suspect is admitting she did it. But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. Yeah, you didn't bring this up. And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I don't like you at all. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next. Two types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. So you brought it to the forensics department? If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. Shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were two types of blood found on the shoe. The other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie? Huh. Well, speak up! Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether the murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow down any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. Had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone, but Miss Lana Skies. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was gonna say that. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Oh, gross! Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some, like your client, she's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with the shoe? Problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Oh, God! I have such little health. We're gonna say there's a problem. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes, you're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut right now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. Oh, wait, oh. But how was I supposed to know until, well, okay. Take that! I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense, the victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of the shoe? Yeah, it does look like it's on the wrong side. Oh, and the shoe is also wrong. She's wearing like dark shoes. She's not even wearing those kinds of shoes. Take that. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Yeah? Did anybody say any fucking thing about it? Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, order, order. Well, witness. Oh, she's sweating. Oh, she's sweating. What? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction, but then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, it's true, there has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. The barrel. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. God damn it, Phoenix. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Wow. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness! Well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. What, water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean. Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the blood stains that would become evidence against her. Yeah, exactly. Like the thing, like, other chick tried to push it. That thing's fucking heavy as hell. There's no fucking way. There's no way she could kick over a full drum of water. That ties things up quite nicely. The blood stains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe. Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But... Enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Starr is on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. There's some heavy stuff. Yeah, not a barrel like full of water, like a full oil barrel. That's quite a few 100 pounds. Hold it! Oh, I thought she said, I was like, what the hell? Little girl, what did you just say? Huh, me? Did you just say that I, Angel Starr, was on the prosecution side? Oh boy. Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. But wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. Objection! The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare me. Or don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this! That's his shoe then, not her shoe. A photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in the photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. It wasn't the barrel full of water. There's a spigot literally right there to wash shit away. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. You know, I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Wait. Wait, no! No? I'm sorry, Mia. Right. Wet or not? Oh! Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. Objection! Oh shit! Woo-chung! Hi! How are you doing? I'm currently, puzzling through Ace Attorney. How's your stream? Welcome on in! And welcome Raiders. We're currently going through, Ace Attorney, the HD collection on the Switch. I'm a variety caster, so I play a lot of different things. But I decided Saturdays are the days I'm gonna play Ace Attorney because one of my friends loves it and told me I would love it. And I've been loving it, even though there's been a couple of times where I have been stumped as shit. Yeah, but what were you doing today, Wooch? It's the last piece of evidence. Very well, this time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Oh, it's fun to watch. You need to give him a try. Yeah, it's good stuff. And I got this with it was on sale for like $20, which for all 3 of the games and the DLC, that's not bad at all. You're playing Snatcher on the Sega CD? Oh, nice! So I'd like to declare a verdict for good. No. Objection! Objection! Oh, it's me again, guys. Your Honor, wait! What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? No, because you suck as a judge. Whatever is it? Can it wait? Or whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right? Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah, no, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem is photograph. Oh, shit. Oh. Hey. Why is there something in... It's not the water. It's not the shoe. I'm gonna assume it's the thing... Well, the knife is still in there. Present the... Take that! The problem in this photograph is here! What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler! Oh, wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. Wow, you are not so old that you don't know how cars work, sir. A muffler is also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and I see. Oh God, this judge. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? All right, thank you so much for the lurk, Wooch, and thank you for the raid. You're fucking fantastic. I hope you have a great lunch. I really have to think of what I'm gonna have for dinner, actually. Food is always good. So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case. Because that... Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ugh. Yeah! Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh. Man, she yells so much. Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any questions unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Woo! That was close. But we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry. He had like 20 fucking bento boxes. Holy crap. Save your progress up to this point. Lunch. Wait, what did you have for lunch, Des? Maybe that's random. I had coffee this morning. I had coffee. That was the extent of my morning. I had coffee. You had chicken and then you ate a fuck-ass load of lemon bars. Oh, you ate... Oh, man, I really need to make lemon bars. I have chicken and rice that I'm probably gonna eat after stream, actually. Either that or I could have sausage. We'll figure it out. Getting food. Alright, Cecil. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are the trials always like this with you? Final Fantasy character just appeared in your game? Wait, what? Oh! Seer, I think that there was a crossover event between Assassin's Creed and Final Fantasy 15? If I remember correctly? So that might be why you saw something? I seem to remember there being an event where you could get like the assassin's garb and stuff. It was very strange. Hi, Anna, how are you doing? Wait, no more lunches? Yeah, that's okay. Like, you're swimming up from the bottom of the lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in the quicksand. Yeah. I'm glad you liked the link I sent you, Anna. Yeah, it's 30 minutes. It's almost 30 minutes of me fighting the Ark. There was a lot of me being, huh. You're just doing a puzzle and then what? Yeah. Except today we're, swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Is she sexy though? Aw. Hola, partner. Oh no. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall! Oh, is he the other person we're questioning? Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got a home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall, the whole muffler thing didn't seem to have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all? What? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth's seen it too, I reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. You like her hair? Oh, the defendant? Yeah. She kind of reminds me of Mia. Or unless you're talking about this girl. There's a few people. So what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Hoo-wee! No, you don't put steak sauce on ribs. It's barbecue sauce. Ah! February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Ah! Woo! Edgy. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be! This can't happen. What's up, Seer? I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! Oh, you have a chocobo? Wait, what? Wait, there's a what? There's a chocobo mount in the what? I didn't know about that. I thought it was just gonna be clothing or hair or something. Like Phoenix Attorney when I play. My hair, well, I mean, I guess my hair I'm letting it grow out, so it's pretty long, actually. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's the right kind of spiky. I'd have to man, actually, I guess I do have a lot of hair now. I'll just play like this the whole time. Hold on, just take a pic. Okay. I don't know. My hair might be too long to spike up like that, or I'd have to figure something out. I probably just need a wig. Des can teach me how to style wigs so I can be the next. I can be the next Phoenix, right? Yeah, it's a lot longer than I thought too. Never too long. Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Oh no, who's there? Who are you? Who is this guy? Who is this fucker? You're okay at styling wigs? Oh, well, that's okay. We'll learn together, Des. What? Yeah, what is with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Jeez, you really like this guy. His music. Is he a priest? He looks like he's a priest. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Are you gonna talk? Hello? Ah, it's you! What? Why
Sorry I'm late, Udgy. The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, eh, Udgy? How you been? Swim much these days?
Hello. No, I've been so busy.
Busy? Busy smizzy, Udgy, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Hey, yes, indeed.
Udgy seems to be his nickname for the judge? I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you?
Oh, so you're a righto, that attorney I heard of good things about you, son.
Thanks?
So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? What? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly!
Why is this guy so obsessed with swimming? Little Worthy?
Mr. Wright!
You don't know the district chief of police?
What? He's the chief of police?
Chief of police? No, I haven't. I actually need to swim more, Des, and it's like the right temperature now.
He is a top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
He also has very swirly eyes.
Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it?
I don't know, have you swim much recently, Des?
Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
That's a scarf. Wait, you do? What? Oh, to impress Damon Grant. I was like, whoa, that's actually really impressive. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler.
But to think it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. Ha! Oh, on little Worthy's car, no less.
Why does this involve so many pauses?
Really quite embarrassing even for us. Oh, what's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Chief! What kind of outfit are you running?
Mr. Edgeworth?
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
No, wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is there. Miles Edgeworth.
What? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
Your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
Wow! What? Are you serious?
Don't be too upset.
Oh God, I'm sorry, I pressed a button.
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
Wow! Oh boy! This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ah!
The court accepts this new evidence.
But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. What is wrong with all of this? Come on, just hurry up and open it. Oh, that's not me. It's the game. Hey, let's look at... Oh, should we look at that part? Shlink! What? Don't scare me like that. It's broken, and also it has blood on the tip. I'm the one that's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. This dark red stain. Blood? Switchblade knife found at the crime scene, wrapped in defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police. And this knife. He just ignored Edgeworth completely. Sure thing, not a problem, not even a little one, really. Oh boy, department disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. That doesn't make any sense, you need to fucking tell us things! Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. SL92, yeah... That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Oh, that's great. There was a murder at the police department. A detective? That's hush-hush information, Uji. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Objection!
Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might as well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? What? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Department and disorder. Oh my gosh. You can't say what does that even mean? Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler! Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman.
Hold it!
Hold it, like stop! This knife was found on the scene of our crime! I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. Evidence that links the knife to Detective Goodman. There's a small tag on the knife. It says SL92. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6, maybe it's a case number? That's weird. That's weird. What? I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. Wasn't that long ago either. Maybe I should check the court record again. Yeah, I can't really do much else. Wait, where's the... What happened to the other picture on the back of the car? Was that like submitted as evidence? Name and ID number written here, Sergeant Bruce Goodman, 5842189. Okay, no, I don't care about that. We're very busy. Wasn't it the license plate on the car? Pretty sure it was the license plate, but I can't prove that because I don't have the picture now, for some reason. Pretty sure it, but, well, that's not good. And perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So how were things down at the department? This?
Objection!
Wait a second! Ah, last and honest to goodness objection. This knife, this has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean?
An honest to goodness, what do you mean? From Udgy. This is great.
Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. Oh, so we had it upside down. So that's SL9, and that would be 221, which is the date on the fucking... Oh! Oh! We were reading it upside down because we're fucking dumb. 6 minus 7S, 12, 2. Ha! Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Oh, 221 SL9. Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9, that's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag. Order, order, order. Well, Chief.
Oh, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto.
I win? What game is this guy playing?
This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
What? So this knife was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon?
Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happened. It was evidence from a case long since solved.
This knife was stolen on the day of the murder. It was found in the exhaust pipe of Edward's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation.
Hold it! Something happened to the police department too, huh?
You got a good look in your eyes there, righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry.
So something did happen, and why wasn't I informed?
Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask?
Oh my god.
No matter, I understand. You were busy with Lana's case and all.
Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? Detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed at the police department.
That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy?
I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator. Do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect.
Yeah, just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, righto?
A second. I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me the data on your case. Hey, thank you so much for the 5-month resub. And how are you doing today? It's Gumshoe. Wait, no, Gumshoe's not. There's no way Gumshoe would be dead. Are you saying Gumshoe's the one that killed him? No. You know who killed him? It was me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna turn myself in.
Chaos 1 Chaos 56 Salt.
Welcome.
Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
When the victim died, how the victim was killed, where the victim was found. So, tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found.
You just said you'd answer one thing for me.
But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room? Nice. Yeah, sometimes it's good to get outside and just kind of walk a bit. I'm probably gonna do that after stream. Evidence room?
Wait a second. I've heard of that.
Evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
The knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Wait, did the person who stole it kill them then? There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Oh, you're going to eat? Have fun. All right, have a good one, Anna. Welcome. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Whoops. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk much about it. It is officially linked to this case. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
You don't say. Well, out with it, righto. What's your connection?
Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. We also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. Okay, I hate your long, stupid pauses.
You two make a good pair. Took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet at all.
Can we get the information unofficially? Wow, that sounds terrible. That sounds illegal.
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
What? What? Really? Who would have guessed?
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Haha!
Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Let's try the, victim's ID number. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We keep a type-litten ID number, so don't you go getting your hopes up. Number is 58428.
Well, that's quite long. So there's only been one murder, but that person was murdered at the police department and then transported over to the... So the body was in Edgeworth's trunk the whole time. The lock was broken on the trunk because somebody was trying to figure out what was going on. The reason... God. Oh, I'm trying to piece this shit together. That's quite long. We have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. This tells me something. Duh. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does! I think. No, it does! Meaning? Show the evidence. Show the fucking evidence. Has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? It tells me that it's this guy. Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just... I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. Police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Because it's only one detective! I just said! Actually, I happen to have a police ID number right here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 584-2189. And this means what exactly? For one, it means your memory is absolutely terrible, sir. Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier, that started with an 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first numbers right. Again, you son of a bitch. The number the chief of police gave us was 584-2189. Wait a second, right? What is this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is the same person was killed at the same time and in a completely different location. Order, order, order. Chief, what does this mean? No, what I want to know is why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now just wait a second, Worthy, no need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait, I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? I don't like this. The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! That one guy. Him. Hey, excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Do you, sir? You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lena Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of your duty on your part.
Objection!
Wow. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I hate that his thing is just sitting there, blinking like 5 times.
No such luck this time. Unworthy, or should I say, unworthy.
Wow, fucking wow. What?
Now that was the second rule of evidence law.
Or what was the second rule of evidence law? Well, Mr. Wright. Well, it's Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in a court before trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court.
Oh boy.
The connection was just proven by Righto over there. Good job, Righto, my boy.
I was just doing my job.
No. No!
Woo-wee! It seems we have come to the end of this trial.
I know what you're going through, tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors?
Unlike Edgeworth, yeah.
You were even in the defense chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do.
You'd better get results this time, really.
You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. No, do his job. I mean, he's been on a lot of stress, you know? Safe. Trial ladder. Investigation. To be continued. And we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to finish up for the day because I need to eat something. And I also need to do some errands. And honestly, I just need to go outside for a bit and like actually enjoy the day. My roommate's kids were over. So I didn't want to get in the pool then, but it might be open now. So just back in time for the ending of stream. Yeah, no, thank you for being here, Andy and everybody else. I'm gonna do my usual thing where I'm gonna throw up the ending screen and then I'll switch. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can use my thingy to do that. But yes. Huzzah! This thing. And then I go and I press this. And